you out there? Let's see if anybody's here for my live. Yum, yum, yum. This is really good. Hello. Hello, my beautiful people. How are you all? I hope you guys join me. It's for my birthday. Even if it's with one person, I'm very happy as long as I'm not alone. So, hi, Rennie. How are you? Thank you so very much, sweetie. Thank you for wishing me happy birthday. It's so cool. I'm drinking the champagne that my son sent me. See, my son sent me champagne. Isn't he amazing? I don't want to cry because I miss him so much. I really do. Hi, all of you guys, for wishing me happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All of you, Justan, Okie, Margaret, all of you guys, thank you. Thank you for sharing my birthday with me. Yay! Yay! How cool is that? I wanted to thank you guys also because in the live that I did before, you guys donated $134 altogether, and I'm super thankful because I was able to buy for the school food. Because I don't know if I told you guys that in the school we give breakfast and lunch to the children. That's the incentive that we have to make them come to school, because otherwise they go out in the streets and they do stuff. So thank you very much for that, because I was able to buy 200 pounds of rice, beans, and we even replaced one of the cards from the ultrasound machine. So that was pretty cool. Thank you very, very much for that, guys. Thank you so much. Anyways, feliz cumpleaños. Yay. Now, if I don't answer quickly, do you guys remember that I'm dyslexic? And I'm using my phone. I don't have fancy equipment, so I don't use my phone, guys. Okay, I'm only using my phone, so and the things go really quickly. You know what I mean? So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much for joining me. So cool. This is really, really cool. Now, before we get started, because I was thinking about a bunch of things, and oh, Rennie, thank you so much, Rennie. Thank you. Yes, I am enjoying my champagne that my son bought me. He even got me flowers too. Yes, yes. I have the best kid in the world. I gotta tell you something before we start, because I'm gonna. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you very, very much, Donna. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated, sweetie. Um, because what I want to talk about today, it might get me suspended from YouTube. Let's hope not. And if I do, just go to Truly app, okay? I've been telling you to sign up for that because censorship is real. Um, so these are all my thoughts and opinions based on information out in the public domain. Please, guys, do your own research and share stuff with me if you think it's worth checking. So thank you, Donna, for your donation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's gonna go to my school and the clinic. Yay! So now that I've set the disclaimers out of the way, I am 53. See? Can you see the wrinkles? Even here, can you see the wrinkles? I am 53, leaving. Actually, when people have birthdays, they end the day that is your birthday. That's basically you're finishing that year. So I'm actually ending my 53rd year, starting my 54th year. You know what I mean? You know what? I don't make Gab. I made a Gab account, but in Norway, it's difficult. It's like Rumble. I have actually an account on Rumble, but I can't upload anything because Norway does not support the app for the camera. So this is why I'm not using Rumble, because if I were in Norway, I would be using it. Because definitely, absolutely. Hi, what are you kidding, Danny? Danny, you're looking through me with tinted glasses that are caring, because see, when I wrinkle my face, I do have wrinkles. Anyways, I was thinking a lot about this. You know how Megan thinks that Yeah, it's in the links. I'll leave you the link. You can go to the link in my description in my previous videos. And P. Dina and I will be posting videos because we did an interview with the people at Truly. Thank you, Danny Wren. Thank you so very much, guys. I can't believe all of you came to say hi. So here we go, guys. So um, I was thinking a lot about how Meghan Markle is a feminist, right? She says power to women and stuff like that. And yet, in that email, I can't get out that email. Imagine, and I'm not even Samantha, but can you imagine Samantha reading the filth, the worst possible lies that her sister, her little sister, the one that she was so loving and caring towards, is saying about her? Because Samantha Markle, I think, was diagnosed with MS around the time she was in high school. So that could have been one of the reasons why she dropped out. But then she went back. She even went back all the way to get her master's in 2011. You know what I mean? But can you imagine reading that she had 3 children from different men, and they took the children away? Calgary, dinner. Oh, Calgary, Alberta. It is beautiful in Calgary, Alberta. Unfortunately, my appalling sister lives there, but it's no fault to Calgary. No shade in Calgary. I love Calgary. So can you imagine what is the big deal? And I don't know if you've seen the video I did about Samantha, that she was married twice. She had 2 children from the first marriage and the third child from her second marriage. And from what I understand, all her children have graduated, are college educated. So I think she's doing, I mean, her children were never taken away from her. And you know what I love about Samantha? You know how Meghan Markle said, "Oh, I didn't get this job because I wasn't white enough. I wasn't black enough. I wasn't this enough." It's always somebody else's fault. It wasn't that she wasn't good enough. So she always makes excuses for her lack of talents, her lack of her failures, or the fact that she's not good enough. Because to me, I think she's a mediocre person. Yeah, apparently, Lisa, apparently she is going to sue her ass. I'm pretty sure that she is going to sue her ass. So, but can you imagine saying those things about a woman? So what? You know what? You know how many men, we are women, all of my viewers that are women, we are women. I got divorced and I wanted another child. I almost, I can't talk more about this, but I wanted to have another kid, and it would have been from my next husband. You know what I mean? What's wrong with that? How many men have different children from different women and nobody says anything about them? So to see her try to belittle Samantha because she has 3 children from different men, instead of saying, she was, I mean, why even bring that up? Why bring up the fact that, what did Barbara say? Barbara, let me see, Barbara Grace. You guys are going too fast with your things. I can't, and I'm dyslexic. What did Barbara Grace say? Let me see. You see, you have to go back to Barbara Grace. I don't know what Barbara. Yes. Yes, Barbara, you're right. At least Samantha knows who her children are. And I know we know for Samantha's children are real. You know what I mean? But why mention that? Why mention that and say that instead of saying, and also she says, "Oh, say that she dropped out of high school," instead of saying, but then there's no follow-up. It could have been obviously it could have been one incident due to her health. Yes, Samantha is going to sue. Yes, Samantha is going to sue. Hi, puppy, Sita. Yes. So, can you imagine if my son gave me a hi right now? I don't know if he's watching. I think he's in school. I would probably pee my pants if my son said hi. Anyways, but or Pablo, his friend, I love his friend Pablo. He's such a sweetie. But anyways, why not say my sister has a master's in mental health and arts? You know what a great asset Samantha would have been to the royal family? A lady with MS who managed she would have been actually great for heads together. She would have been a great asset for Heads Together. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think she would have been a great asset for Heads Together. Because she has a master's in mental health and arts. And I found out that Matlock, that she was in Matlock, right? She was in Matlock. And Matlock liked her so much. I think she started in The Death of a Pianist or something like that. And he liked her acting so much that he requested that another episode would be written with her in it, which he did. But by then you could see the MS. So I really think that Samantha would have been a very successful actress, but I guess it was taking a toll on her, you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, thank you guys for sending donations in my PayPal. Thank you so very much, guys. You were so nice, and all that money is going to go to the clinic and stuff like that. So thank you so very much for donating to the channel. I really appreciate that. But the thing is that I was thinking about Oprah. You know that if the case goes to trial, and I'm just thinking here, if the case goes to trial, Carolyn Durand was working for Oprah. She's still working for Oprah. She is a writer for Oprah in Oprah magazine. Don't forget that Oprah was taking her plane to fly to meet Harry and Meghan in 2018. So it could very well be, and Oprah has a lot of pull at People's Magazine, right? So it could very well be that Oprah knew. I wouldn't even be surprised if Oprah was one of the 5 witnesses, who leaked the letter to People Magazine. Because Oprah, for some reason, seems to have this absolute fixation in screwing around with the royal family. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if Oprah, if this goes to trial, is subpoenaed as a witness. Because Oprah must have known everything that Meghan Markle was doing through Carolyn Durand, because people like Oprah and Meghan and Harry, they operate through third parties. They don't like to be connected to the nasty things they do. You know what I mean? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Just like Harry said to Jason Knopf, it's very important that this doesn't our names are not attached to the nasty things that they were doing. You know what I mean? Just disgusting. So I wouldn't be surprised if Oprah is called in to testify. I really wouldn't be, because I am pretty sure that she was part of the whole machine. Doria was going to her house. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm sure she knew. Oprah is, you know what I think of Oprah. Oprah is a woman that, for all the money she's made in the racist USA, by the way, the USA is one of the greatest countries on earth. Not right now, the way things are, but they used to be, freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Now everything is censorship. But but the United States used to be a good place, but now it seems that these left liberals hate their own country. You know what I mean? I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Why can't you Oprah became a billionaire in what she calls a racist country, So, but even though all the money in the world, she can't get rid of that chip on her shoulder for the fact that she's not white. That's my take on it. Because it's so much hatred. Instead of focusing on all the positive things that have been achieved, from those dark times of slavery till now, to the fact that the United States had elected twice a Black president. There's a lot of laws that are ongoing, that are helping minorities. But instead of focusing on that, it's like, oh no, 120 years ago, a slave was slashed 100 times. Okay, that's 120 years ago. I think we've moved on. But anyways, but Oprah has this hatred. Or this chip on her shoulder, that, do you know how many people are poor, are white, and then they have real struggles? Meghan Markle, let me give you an example. Look at Meghan Markle and Samantha. Samantha had MS. She had to get student loans. She got everything there. And you don't hear Samantha saying, oh, because of MS, I didn't go to school. Oh, because of MS, I didn't work. Oh, no, Samantha went, she got her bachelor's in criminology and psychology. And then she went and got her master's in arts and mental health. And all the time she was working with in media. She was doing copywriting. She was in broadcasting. She was writing. I mean, this woman hasn't stopped. She was putting her kids through through college and stuff like that. And even when I talked to her, because when I talked to her and I said, Samantha, I mean, you have gone through disabled stuff, and she says, no, 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 don't say that about me, because she doesn't see herself that way, which is fantastic. But I did have to say to her, the fact of the matter is, you are restricted to a wheelchair, and it's harder to move. You do suffer pain. You have, but she's an amazing woman. I gotta tell you, she's an amazing woman, and the whole world vilified her based on Meghan Markle's lies. And you know what? I think the whole world owes her an apology, and Mr. Markle. But that's just my opinion. It's like, who's Miss Lulu? What did Miss Lulu say? Let me see. What did Miss Lulu say? I can't find Miss Lulu. Guys, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think Oprah should be called in as a witness. I hope it goes to trial. And even if it doesn't go to trial, Daily Mail has a great case to call her ass, to sue her for slander and defamation, and it's terrible. It's terrible. This woman, even now, they are still getting, if it had been anybody else, she would have been forced to go back. The court would have already charged her with contempt of the court, and for perjury. And I don't know what are they waiting for, because it's obvious she lied. You may forget. Yeah, you may forget. You may forget, like, maybe a conversation, if it was, if it's something that you had off the cuff. But we're looking that she had, what Jason Knopf said is that they had routine meetings about this for a long period of time. This is not something, at the time I forgot. No, she purposely misled that. And let's not forget that the 5 accomplices, if there are 5 accomplices, I have a feeling that she may have 1 or 2, but I think that the rest were her made up emails or whatever it was, because that's how this woman operates. But that's what I think anyways. You know what I mean? So, yep. What do you guys think? I mean, it's just what I think anyways, it's just something that I have in me now in regards to her pregnancies. Okay. I did a video earlier today. If you watch my video, you know what I think about that thing about her miscarriage and anything, because she wrote in the New York Times. This is what she wrote in the New York Times. In the New York Times, she said that she miscarried the baby at the end of July, right? That's what she said. But then in the letter that she just gave as part of a response for lying to the court that she's been found out, she said that she was so stressed about the five friends being found out that she lost the child within days. This was July 1st. So she wants us to believe that between July 1st and July 9th, she lost the baby, while writing an article to the New York Times saying that she lost the baby at the end of July, while in October 15th, 2020, she said that she needed time to take off because, health issues or the doctor or whatever. By that time, she had already lost the baby. She was so concerned about protecting the so-called 5 accomplices, which I don't think there are 5 at all. I think 2 or 3 are Meghan Markle, but just my opinion. And you know what I mean? That forget her father. She wasn't this concerned or stressed when her 5 friends leaked private, because I think we can all agree that she gave copy of the letter to the 5 friends, or at least allowed them to see it. So it wasn't, hi Ewa. So it wasn't a private letter from the time that she's sharing with at least 5 people who were separately talking about it to People Magazine. So we're talking that this was a setup, because she needed more than one person to verify that letter. You know what I mean? So Thank you. I just got a donation from PayPal. Thank you guys. Really nice. I appreciate it. Thank you. But anyways, so please, 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 please beware that I don't think she was, I mean, I just can't get my head around it. You know what I mean? Because this is not normal. Um, she's, when her father is vilified, and that letter was leaked by five different people, and five different, because this is what's happened. It's not like the five friends called people at the same time and we're together there. No, apparently five friends contacted people independently and told them about the letter. And let's not forget that People Magazine must have contacted her for a right of reply before they wrote the article for her to confirm it. So this is why it has to go to court. This is just my opinion. You know what I mean? But she didn't bother, like they say in court, to, you know, when the article came out, she didn't bother to call people and say, to correct them and say, hey, wait a minute, that's not what the letter is about. This is not what's right. That's not, my father is not like that. I don't know if I'm making, you know, I don't know if I make sense. And this is what they said in court. She didn't take any corrective measures to repair the damage that People Magazine was doing to her own father. Now, I heard, because I heard another YouTuber say that Oprah has been trying to get Meghan Markle and Harry back on her show to do another interview to confront them with everything. Forget that. Why doesn't she get Samantha and Mr. Markle and Thomas Markle in her show to give them the right of reply to that disgusting filth of lies? Why doesn't she? That's the correct thing to do. Meghan and Harry had their time to do their own thing. They said their lies. Okay. Mr. Markle, we all know, went to her and offered to have an interview. He also wants her to interview him, to give him a right to refute those things. If you read, Meghan Markle said in that interview with Oprah, and your dad, oh, I lost my father to all of this. If you don't know any of the situation and you hear, I lost my father, what do you think? Honestly, what would you think? You would think the father's dead. And it's not a language barrier, by the way, you know. It's simply, you would assume that the father has died because she says, oh, I lost my father to this. You know, I don't think Oprah has deleted the interview, but now you can get the interview paid. You have to pay to get the interview. I think that's how she has it. You know what I mean? So it's actually quite appalling that if she's thinking of having Harry and Meghan, always to give them the benefit of the doubt. Why don't you have the people there? Mr. Markle already offered that he wants his time to say, wait a minute, she hasn't lost me. She refuses to talk to me and I don't know why. This is the man that she said at the United Nations platform that women needed men like her father in the world to empower them, to help them get a platform. Remember when she said that at the UN? So this is the very same man that she now doesn't want to have anything to do. You know what I mean? Hi, Eva. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think of Oprah? And what do you guys think of her having Meghan and Harry? But apparently Meghan and Harry don't want that, because of course they don't want that. Now, I gotta tell you something. For some reason, you know, the people in the United States still don't understand that Meghan doesn't have any titles. You know what I mean? She doesn't have any titles. She really doesn't. Harry was made a duke in the morning before his marriage. That way, when Meghan Markle and Harry got married, she married a duke. You know what I mean? Now, that dukedom that he has no duchy attached to it. Duchy is like duchy is land. For example, like the Duchy of Cornwall, which is huge, is the one that Prince Charles has. Prince Charles is the Duke of Cornwall, and he has a Duchy of Cornwall, which produces a lot of money. And I think there's a Duchy of Lancaster. Please go to Bookworm 2. I follow her. She's a dear friend. I love her to bits. She's great. And she's in Canada right now. I hope she doesn't mind me saying that. But go to her bookworm video, bookworm 2 on YouTube after we finish with this, and see what she talks in more detail about the dukedom that Harry has. Is basically just an honorary title because he holds no land, and it's just something that is granted by the queen. Um, and just Oh, thank you, Mary Elaine. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much. Um, cheers to that. Every time I get a donation, I'll cheer. Thank you, guys. So the queen, and this is when you guys ask me, what can we do, Paula? By the way, if you check the 1783 Paris Agreement between the United States and the UK, it states that's the 1783 came after the 1776, which was officially is an international treaty, whereby it says that the United Kingdom had that the United States was absolutely rid of the United Kingdom, independent, and that no intervention from the king, the monarchy, or any royal members of the royal family could be accepted in the United States. So go, but be respectful, please, because I adore the queen. I love the queen. So yes, her Achilles heel has been her children, but she has done a fantastic job otherwise. The shame should be on the children for taking advantage of her love. But I think she's an amazing, amazing. God save the queen, our most gracious queen. She's fantastic. But anyways, go to the Kensington Royal Twitter account and Instagram account. Go to the Royal Family Twitter and Instagram account. Go to Clarence House Twitter and Instagram account, and respectfully say that I respectfully, with all due respect, we request that Harry be removed. Prince Harry. Don't mention Meghan, because by removing Prince Harry, she's removed automatically. She's a nobody. Everything that she gets right now is through Harry. Okay, it's a courtesy title. You know what I mean? So ask Harry to be removed from the royal website, and ask the queen to issue a letters patent for telling Harry that he can only use all of his royal titles for official royal engagements. His princes, HRH, right now is forbidden from using the HRH title. So it's pretty much the same thing that the queen can do. She can say, you know what? You still have the titles, but you can't use them in public. You can't use the HRH, you can't use the prince, and you can't use the duke. You will have to use in public Henry Mountbatten Windsor in public, unless for official royal engagements. And since we know he won't have any, he will never be able to use them, and therefore Meghan won't be able to use them, because for some reason the United States is not helping you guys either, which is a shame. What? Somebody said that after. What does it say? After Meghan, the UK adores Charles. Elaine Bynes? No, I don't think so. Lucky Osborne, why was I doing well? Are you disappointed with me? I love the queen. I really do, guys. You've seen me ugly cry when Prince Philip died. You really do, and I think I started crying the other day when she. Yeah, I love the queen. I really do. I am a monarchist. I'm not a royalist. I am a monarchist. Sheila Norton. If you've been following my channel, you know that I'm not a fan of Prince Charles. Mama Yama, I wished you happy birthday on my live the other day. I don't know if you heard it, but I did wish you happy birthday. Thank you for watching, and happy birthday and stuff like that, So, Rennie Nostalgia, thank you for coming up. Yeah, I know. I'm worried about the queen. I really think that, she's done a magnificent job, but her Achilles heel is her children. I'm actually going to tell you something, guys. I was very surprised Oh, yeah, I know what I wanted to talk to you about, the children and the pregnancies and the miscarriages. I gotta tell you, all of we women who are here, we know after we give birth, our boobs are humongous. You know, our boobs are huge, right? Hi, Mulberry. Thank you. Um, our boobs are humongous, especially, and it's painful. You have to, express the milk. Otherwise, it's quite horrible. It's painful. And you start leaking everywhere. But your boobs get big. Now, usually you stop breastfeeding around 8 or 9 months. You know, that's the usual time, right? Almost, when they start eating solid food, a little bit of food, that's when you stop. And usually happens when they start getting their teeth. We should be around 6th or 7th month. You know, Meghan Markle in New York, when she went, even in the first visit, even for her birthday, there was nothing up here. You know what I mean? And there was nothing up there when she went to that it's not even a tour. I mean, I don't know, the trip that they made to New York to the United Nations and the concert. Hi, Rosie's cottage. But and then now with that red dress, I know that many people have said the reason, one of the many reasons that dress was awful is because she had nothing up here, and yet she has a big box of a back, right? Which made it worse with the style of the thing. So it's just terrible, terrible. But people say, she didn't fill out the front. Now, this is a woman. Her child was born, what, in June? June, July, August, September, October. We're beginning mid-November. It's about 6 months. She should have more than what she has right now. You all know that, because I got to tell you, one of the reasons why I became anorexic is because I have breasts, and I hate it. I find them vulgar. I think they're disgusting. I'm so thankful that, they're not, gravity hasn't taken a hold of them yet, and I'm surprised. But when I was, when I gave birth to Henrik, they got a little bit bigger, which is even more disgusting for me anyways. Anybody has big breasts, they love that. But I remember when Henrik, it was like, oh, please, God, take them away. It's just the way it is. Your body changes. Oh, you didn't have any milk? Let me see. What did you say? Oh my God, I have to be really quick with you guys, Who had no milk? Yeah, this is why I said in the video I did today that unless she had a medical reason, because some women can't, but it's very rare that happens. You know what I mean? That's very rare that happens. But let's say in Meghan, this is clearly a very fertile woman who she's basically having geriatric pregnancies, and she's able to get, she miscarriage at the end of July. In August, she's having a baby, she's pregnant again, and then she can't travel in October to England and they have to postpone everything because she's pregnant again, and 3 months pregnant. By October, she's almost 3 months pregnant. Hi, Tooth Fairy, how are you? Thank you for being here, guys. So this is a woman who at 39, almost 40, is getting pregnant at the drop of a hat. Yeah, I don't think so. But anyways, what I'm trying to tell you is, like, unless, according to her, from what she's saying, I have my baby. Do you remember when Archie, she was still in England, and she said, oh, I'm leaving. I have to leave early this event because I have to go feed Archie. Remember when she said that, guys? I think you all saw that interview when she says, oh, I got to leave now because I got to go feed Archie. Remember when she said that? Now, so clearly, hi, Linda Terio. Thank you so very much. So this is a woman. Yeah, she looks, this is a woman who was very fertile, who didn't have problems to breastfeed her first child. That's what she said. So usually if you have problems with breastfeeding children, you will never be able to breastfeed a child. That's most likely, statistically speaking. So if she was able to breastfeed Archie, most likely she would have been able to breastfeed Lily, which she didn't. Now, you know that Adele did the one night concert thing, right? Hi, Deanne. Thank you so much. And thank you, Lorna. You know how Adele did the thing for her one night for Adele and stuff like that, right? I didn't see Harry and Meghan Markle there, unless of course they're hiding and they're suddenly going to show it in their Netflix thing. But I didn't see them there. They weren't invited to the baby to baby thing either. They weren't. And remember when they did that picture? Because it was a picture thing that, I'm sorry, I have to put my hair up. It was a picture up that they did when they went last year during the pandemic to deliver food for baby to baby. You remember when Ramona, thank you, Ramona. Remember my hair? I have so much hair, guys. You can use my hair as a mop. Do you remember when they did that? When they went and handed the food and then she had the long hair and then she had to put the hair back so that she could see the brand of the mask because they were taking the pictures for that? Yeah. Crap. Can I put that? Because it's going to drive me crazy there. So, do you remember when they did that? And yet she wasn't invited to the baby to baby thing. They had a gala just now where I think that Kobe Bryant's widow, is Kobe Bryant alive? Which one was I think he's alive. Was it Kobe Bryant that died? I can't remember which one. But anyway, Kobe Bryant's wife was honored at baby to baby. And you didn't see her anywhere. I mean, unless they're hiding her. But given how public, oh, Linda Alterio, thank you so much. Thank you for my farm. Yes. I'm telling you, guys, I bought a lot of rice to feed the kids. I'm so happy. And by the way, I managed to get a donation. I was so stressed about that for milk, powder milk, for the school because I told you we get the kids, we give them breakfast and lunch. So God blesses people. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, that the milk company donated the milk because the powder milk. I was worried about that. Sometimes I think I will have to kill another pig for the week. Anyway, C, you're here. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here with me, C. Thank you for your support and your emails. It's nice to receive nice emails, instead of the nasty emails I get all the time. But anyways, she wasn't invited to the baby to baby. She wasn't invited to the Adele thing. And you had Melissa McCarthy, unless, of course, they were hiding, with a wig or something, and they didn't want to make it public, not to distract attention from Adele. Although nobody takes attention away from Adele. I mean, Adele is Adele. You know what I mean? She's so lovely. You know what I mean? Adele is Adele. Nobody. Adele is as A-lister as you can get. The likes of Meghan Markle and Harry are not going to take attention away from Adele. You know what I mean? This is so funny. But unless they were hiding there, they were not there. Oh, Chella Maguire, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, they are children. I really do care about them, And the thing is, I got to tell you, for some reason, I cry very easily. I cry. I'm not like Meghan, 1, 2, 3, I cry. But I am such a sucker, This is why I try not to go to the school or I try not to go to the clinic too often because even now thinking about it makes me want to cry. Because, I wish I had all the money in the world to have a better clinic. Sorry. Let's not talk about that because I'm going to get upset. But anyways, let's talk about Harry and Meghan Markle. Yeah, I mean, they weren't invited to baby. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry. I just started thinking of poor people and I got angry. I get crying. I'm sorry. Anyway, and I am an ugly crier. This is terrible. This is why I don't like to go to think about those things. So You see, this is why I hate my boobs. This is why I was anorexic. But anyways, yeah, Meghan Markle is disgusting. I really have to tell you, you, and I'm gonna say something that is gonna be upsetting to you guys. But you know what, guys? My mom called me today, and then she started crying, and then I started crying because I miss her so much. I love my mom, and so it's me and my child, my son. He called me, Henrik. Thank you for the champagne, my son. I know you're not watching because you're in school, but thank you. So at the rate I'm going, I'm going to drink the champagne. It's actually quite good. I'm very surprised. So my mom called me and we were both crying. She's saying that she really, really loves me. I thought it was really funny, but I was crying too. She caught me. I was trying to buy some Spanish churros because in Oslo they have this fair and they're selling Spanish churros, and I love them. So, but anyways, I just want to, I don't understand how someone, I would have really respected them. Hi, Tracy Jennings. Thank you. I would have really, really respected Harry and Meghan Markle had they said to the Queen, had they been honest about everything. But it's the dishonesty of it all. And also because they're violating the Constitution of the United States and the United Kingdom. Other than that little detail aside, I would have respected them if he had said to the Queen, accepted the Queen's offer to be private citizens, because they had those conversations. They had those conversations. And they said to Meghan, now that you've had 6 months, 6 to 7 months, almost a year, that my private secretary, because the Queen gave her lady in waiting, you know what I mean? And her private secretary, Samantha Cohen, was as good as you get in that thing, you know what I mean? Now that you know what we're about, you don't have to be a part of the royal family. You would be a member of the royal family, just like the Princess Eugenie's husband is, or the ones that don't take any titles. She's part of the family, but she wouldn't be royal. So you can go live your life and wherever you want to live. You can thrive in your acting, and we will help you. The royal family even offer help with their connections, which are considerable. To get her working. If you remember in Prince Harry, when he did that stupid slander fest in Oprah, they told us they didn't have money for us. They even encouraged her to go back to work. They're encouraging this feminist woman who thinks she's proud of herself to go back to work and not be part of the royal family, not be a working member of the royal family. And she's like, but I wanted more titles. They didn't want to make my kids prince and princess. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really don't get that. I don't get the hate. You know what? Thank you, Sheila Edwards. Thank you very much. I can't believe you guys showed up for my birthday. I wish you were all here in my room. I swear to God, because, well, I wish my son was here, to tell you the truth. But also you guys, you are so much fun. We would have such a great party. But I don't understand. I would have gone, and I bet you all the world would have said, if they had said, no, my wife wants to continue go acting, and I want to go to California because my wife is where she's from, and I want to live there, and maybe we can come and work with you guys whenever you need us, just like Princess Eugenie or Princess Beatrice do once in a while. I can guarantee you the entire world would have respected them and would have gotten behind them. But it's the dishonesty, pretending to be something that they're not. Thank you, Angela Boschetto. I hope I said your name correctly. Sharon Karam Singh. Oh God, you guys are amazing. Thank you so very much for showing up. I wish you guys were, I really do wish you guys were here, it'd be so much fun. So I would have respected them. Even if they taken off with the titles, Because I gotta, you know very well that I don't like the York sisters very much. Kitty, love from Chicago. I've been to Chicago once, but at least, in their private lives, they don't use their titles. No, 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 Siri. They are known as Eugenie York and Beatrice York. They're not the Royal Highness or Princess, nothing. Why couldn't Harry do that? Oh no, Prince Harry uses every single title he can except the HRH. And I gotta tell you something. Thank you, Georgina. I gotta tell you something. Playing, I can't excuse it, guys. Those veterans who were there, how can they accept? That is strict military thing that they cannot accept commendations or anything from anybody else from any foreign nations because that is called they're betraying their oath. And yet they accept, even though these are museum medals. Because let's put things into perspective. This is a little museum. These are little museum. Thank you, Sinead, Ricky. These are museum medals, a private museum medals that are handed by a man who can't wear the uniform that the veterans that he's giving the medals to are wearing because he's been forbidden to do so. So they're taking medals from a deserter who can't wear his own military uniform. I just can't condone it. And they're standing to attention to a foreign national anthem, which is also forbidden because they're betraying the oath of allegiance they took when they signed up to the military. It doesn't matter that it was a private event. It doesn't matter anything. They shouldn't have been doing that, period. And yet they did that. So it says kind of like a lot about the 5 veterans, if indeed they were veterans, and for the people to stand up to the God Save the Queen. I mean, I can because I'm part of the Commonwealth. I will always stand up to my queen, but that's just me. That's Canada. And I told you guys that I love the Queen. I don't know why you guys are giving me so much flack for that. I told you I love the Queen. I may criticize. You criticize those you love because you want them to be better. That's it. And I got to tell you, I am so angry at people like Prince Andrew. My God, I'm old. I'm angry at people like Prince Andrew, Prince Charles, Prince Harry. That stupid. I'm not gonna, you know what? Meghan is not taking advantage of the Queen. Harry is. Because it's through Harry that Meghan is doing everything. So please, oh my God, please go to the Twitter and Instagram accounts of the royal family, Kensington Royal, Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Clarence House as well. And ask them respectfully to remove Harry from the website. Respectfully, remember that you're speaking to Her Majesty the Queen, our most gracious Queen. May she long live, our beautiful Queen. At least the ones in the Commonwealth. If you're my friends from the USA, just be nice to the Queen, please. And just ask. Please remove Harry from Prince Harry. Forget about Meghan. By removing Harry, you get rid of Meghan. Please remove Prince Harry from the royal website and only allow him to use his titles in public for official royal engagements. Other than that, he should be known as Henry Mountbatten Windsor. Game over. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And given how we all adore our Queen, that letter's patent would be signed by everybody in Parliament within, So I love my Queen, guys. Please, please don't forget that. And people mistake hatred. They think that I hate the Queen because I criticize her. No. I love my kid and I criticize him. My kid adores me and he criticizes me because you only criticize things that you want to improve. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. And by the way, I love it when people leave me really smart comments that make me think about things, But when people write comments only to be sugary, it really bothers me. It really does, So please keep in mind that I love the Queen And Harry's not poor, but he's getting there. I got something to tell you. They are in serious trouble because I have somebody in Netflix who told me that they're preparing two statements. Two statements. If the case goes to trial, they will drop their asses. They will drop Harry and Meghan because they, you know that for all those you see these earrings, my son gave them to me. All contracts have an honor clause. I think it's called that. If there's something that is completely terrible and dishonorable or illegal or whatever, they drop them without any legal consequences. And I think they have to give the money back. And another one, just in case she wins. So, you know, and by the way, Harry and Meghan, you know, I wish, and this is really, really, don't, who's talking about the Queen dying? Who's talking about that? Dr. East asked, please don't say that the Queen has died. She hasn't died. She hasn't died. She's fine. You know, she's fine. Our Queen is fine. Our Queen is fine. She's going to live up to 110, God, knock on wood. You know, the Queen is fine. She just needs to rest, you know, and issue a letters patent that stops Harry from using the titles. You know what I mean? That's it. The Queen is fine. But I gotta ask you something, and please answer this question. Please, I know that you're all commenting and everything, but let's ask this question. Do you guys believe, especially for the people in the US, do you understand that Meghan is entitled to lobby as an American citizen, but not using a British title? Do you understand that? Dr. East AS, I'm not trashing you. I just don't want to, I just don't want to even think that our Queen could be dying. Oh, knock on wood, toco madera. That's not right. So nobody's trashing you. My channel is not about canceling people. So I understand what Dr. East AS said. I know what you meant, but I just don't want to think about it. You know? So let's hope our Queen is just taking a rest from this disgusting year that Harry and Meghan have done against her. But what do you guys think? My American friends, do you understand that Meghan Markle is violating the Constitution, the US Constitution, the 1873 Paris Agreement, and the 1871 ruling by the Attorney General that nobility titles cannot be used to meddle in politics in US soil? By writing to Congress and lobbying for Congress as a member of a British nobility of the royal family. Do you guys understand that? And I mean, I have given you and Bookworm, please go to Bookworm 2 and listen to her latest video because she's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. Bookworm 2 says it better than I say it, you know, about, and can give you clearer specifications, because I don't know if I'm not making myself clear, because people keep going, well, the Queen needs the Parliament. When our monarch, our beloved monarch issues. Yeah. Shinette, Ricky, I know I talked about it, that Oprah wants to do a follow-up with Meghan and Harry. But when our Queen issues a letters patent, the Parliament already knows that she's going to issue it. And there is just a formality for them to sign it and to send it back to her, to put the royal assent in it. It's done. It is not a big deal like people make it sound. Okay? So now I got to tell you something. And I really hate gossiping, but I really hated that red dress. I really did. Maybe the dress, this is when good clothes happen to bad people moment. Do you know what I mean? When good clothes happen to bad people. That was just terrible. You know who would have looked good in that dress? Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift is like an Amazon. This is the perception that Megan has of herself. She thinks, you know, in that, in her, we're gonna gossip a little bit. What the hell? It's my birthday. We can gossip a little bit. Oh my God, Henrik, if you're watching, thank you, mi amor. This is actually quite good champagne. I'm very happy. Um, she thinks, remember in that CV that she wrote where she says she's Caucasian, and she's a supermodel. I'm sorry. I mean, I think I'm taller than she's because I'm 5'7". Oh, Missy Lulu, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Missy Lulu. Thank you so much, sweetie, for donating to my channel. But let me tell you, she wrote that she's a supermodel. Yes, SpongeBob SquarePants. I think I mentioned that before, right? Right, Georgina? Yes. But it's so funny. She thinks of herself of as a Caucasian supermodel. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh my God, you can see my wrinkles. It's terrible. Um, I don't think she's a model, a supermodel. Do you know what it means? I mean, Naomi Campbell is a supermodel. Cindy Crawford, a supermodel. Okay, I'm mentioning the ones from my generation. Let's talk about ones nowadays. I think it's one of the Jenner kids is also. Hi, Tom Taylor. Thank you. Um, one of the Jenner kids is a supermodel. Then you have one of the Hadid girls is a supermodel. You know what I mean? But this woman thinks of herself as a supermodel, and she thinks that she can wear anything. I mean, that I posted things about her looking like the Teletubbies, but it's not. I feel bad that I do that for the Teletubbies because the Teletubbies, my son, especially the red one, my son loved the red one. So, oh, from Sydney, Australia. That's one of the countries I've never been to. I've loved to go to Australia. I really would love to go to Australia. I would love to go to Australia. I just think Australians are like Latinos. They don't care. But anyways, so I know that I post things about the Teletubbies with her, but it's just, I just think it's funny. But I feel bad for the Teletubbies because the Teletubbies look cute and adorable, especially the red one. Because unfortunately, she's been wearing that red thing every time, like when she went to the New York, what's it called when she did that? When she went to New York for the UN or whatever, she came out with that awful looking red thing. Awful suit. I mean, I think she was trying to imitate Princess, the Queen Maxima, Netherlands. But I mean, Queen Maxima, she looks impeccable. It's the tailoring. And you know why she's never tailored? Because they don't do the dresses for her. She never buys the dresses. She has to return the dresses. For example, that golden dress that the Duchess, did you see that golden dress of the Duchess of Cambridge? Let's all go back to that moment, please, because I loved it. They tailor it to her because she doesn't return it. They buy those dresses because they're not allowed to take freebies or loans. So whenever the Duchess of Cambridge or any royal wears a dress or anything in public, that is a dress that they've bought. This is why you see the Duchess of Cambridge using it over and over again. She might tweak here and there. But Meghan doesn't buy the dress. They just lend it to her. You know her. Okay, let's gossip a little bit more. I'll be doing this. In that dress that she wore, the red dress to the, I don't know, that museum thing. Remember when she wore that? Remember, something was really bothering me because I couldn't I remember especially when she did, oh, I'm always proud of Harry. She's doing that fake laugh. when nobody was paying attention to her, they were all paying attention to Harry. She was doing that fake laugh to get the attention back into her, right? And then it dawned on me when she moved. You can see here, the whiteness of the poor Teletubbies. Yeah, I know. You can see the whiteness of her skin. I really do think that she's trying to blacken herself to appeal to the Black community. I really do, because you can clearly see the white. And this is not how she was sunbathing in California. Right now in California, it's cold. It's November. It's not the time for you to sunbathe. And even if you go to sunning salons, then you would think that she would sunbathe the entire thing. But I think that they spray tanned her around the dress. So you see the big chunks of, whatever little breasts that she has, that they are thing. And they never tailor the dress to her body, because the dress has to go back to the shop. So she just basically, it's a dress of any size that they give it to her and hope that it fits. But it's terrible, and they sprayed around it. And, I mean, now wait a minute, who's talking about not liking? I can't stand Megan. Okay, you're lying. Anyways, I'm not going to engage with you, Alice, if you're going to say stuff like that. But anyway, do you know what I mean? Cindy Taylor, thank you. My God, guys, I am so happy you guys are here. It's already 1 hour. I don't want to bore you guys, but I'm really having such a nice time with you guys. I'm going to do a few more minutes if you don't mind. Okay? The thing is that, and I was having this conversation with Pirina, because she was telling me that the black community in the US really, really accepts Meghan Markle, and they call her a black woman. You all know in Europe, in Canada, and every part of the world, that she will never be considered black woman. She would be considered a biracial or mixed race person, and it would be inclined mostly towards the white side, because her skin is white and she has she has no black features. I mean, she had her nose, but then she had a plastic surgery to fix her nose. I mean, she's fixed her nose so many times, it's not even funny. The only black feature that she has is her hair. And even that, she's gotten rid of it, But anywhere in the world, and Pirina is probably right, because I've seen the mainstream media talk, oh, Meghan is a black woman. So you, my friends in the US, tell me, not the white ones, the black ones, you could really consider Meghan to be black? Or do you make any room for the fact that she has white heritage and she's white skin? So is she white or is she black? How about Archie and Lilibet, the phantom children? The phantom children, that's how we should call them, the phantom children. It's terrible. Can you imagine these children when they grow up and they see what their parents have made of their lives? Can you imagine the embarrassment that they will feel that their mother is somebody like Rachel Meghan Markle and Henry, Prince Harry, a traitor to his country, a slanderer to his own family? You know what? No, don't say she looks Latino, please. Don't say she looks Latino. It really breaks my heart. She's not Latino, will never be Latino. Ever. She'll never be Latino. Please. Whoosh, whoosh. We have beautiful people. We have gorgeous women that are Latinos. We have Sofia Vergara. I mean, I can give you Thalia. Oh, no, Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle's not Latin. So what do you guys think? You have an answer, my friends that are there. You have an answer. They weren't invited, as far as we know, to the Adele thing, and they weren't invited to the baby thing. And apparently they were kicked out of Tyler Perry's house because they were nasty to the people. And Netflix is writing 2 statements. If the thing goes to trial, and I don't know if it's true, but I think River, there's another YouTuber called River. River said that Harry and Meghan Markle were purchasing or shopping around for this other PR firm that specializes in humiliation. I'm sorry, I just can't help it. Humiliation. I mean, nobody's humiliating Harry and Meghan. They're reaping what they sow. You know what I mean? They're reaping what they sow. And I want people to understand that if Harry and Meghan Markle were to tomorrow say, you know what? I don't know, but I don't know. No, I shouldn't say that, because They have slandered the royal family so much. In my opinion, and please keep in mind that this is my opinion, they have already gone to the point of no return. Yes, yes, yes. The beautiful Maria Teresa, Grand Duchess of Luxembourg. She's beautiful. This woman is beautiful. And she is Latina. She's from Cuba. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Thank you, Missy Lulu. Yes. She's Latino. She's Latino as they come. Yes, yes, yes. And she's the Grand Duchess of Luxembourg. She's amazing. She's amazing. It's such a shame because I love the US. I lived in Florida, I lived in Virginia, I lived in New York, you know, for so many years. Oh, I love the US. I love the US. I love the US. My son is American. Oh, I love the US. Of course I do. I'm very patriotic. You know what I mean? I love Canada. Canada. Yes, I love Canada. I adore my country. I love it. I love Nicaragua. Yes, I'm gonna say that, guys, that I was born in Nicaragua. My father was Canadian and my mother Nicaraguan, but she wasn't really born. She was born there, but her parents were not. My grandparents were not from there. But I'm very, very patriotic. I don't understand this sudden hate to your own country. Yeah, my son gave me the earrings. Thank you. I'm gonna have to hit him hard because I went to Oslo today and there was that place they were having the earrings, but they cost like about $100. You know, my ex-husband gave away all my jewelry. He gave away all my jewelry. I used to have rubies. I used to have emeralds. I used to have a lot of gold and pearls, and he gave them away. I don't know where they are, and it really breaks my heart because some of them were inherited from my great great grandmother. So yeah. Anyways, what do you guys think? You still haven't responded to me whether you think that Megan is. I believe Pidina because Pidina is from the Black community, as you all know, and Pidina is my friend. I love her. I think she's fantastic. She's amazing. Pidina is fantastic, you know. And she says that the Black community, that the elite white community, but I don't know because Michelle Obama has put a distance between herself and Meghan Markle. you know. So, oh, thank you. I just got a big donation to my channel in PayPal. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Yes, yes, and it'll be. I gotta tell you, I can buy vegetables now for the school. I grow some. No, many of you have asked me what I grow. I grow coffee. I grow plantains. I grow red flesh dragon fruit, papaya, and pineapple, among other little things, and I export them. And I do that because I have lupus, so I don't take any medication for that. But yeah, I eat well and I exercise. What's like living in Oslo? Well, what's like living in Oslo? It's very racist. Norway is a very racist country. Anybody who wants to come to Norway, be prepared that if you're not Aryan Norwegian or Aryan white, which means blonde hair, because I was actually talking to one of my fans and she goes, but you look, and she's Norwegian, and she says, but you look white because my skin is fairly white. But clearly, compared to the Nordic people, I am not. They can tell that I'm a foreigner. So there's a lot of xenophobia and racism here. Absolutely. I have gone to the police when my ex-husband used to beat me up. Like, and you've seen my thing, right? Hmm? And my ribs broken. I can post the picture guys, of me with broken eyes and stuff like that. And the police would tell me to leave the police station because I was upsetting my presence, my bleeding lips, my sunken eye, whatever, was upsetting the real Norwegians, you know. So the real Norwegians, they meant by the completely white and stuff like that. Yes, Cali cows, I am. And this is the police. This is the police. I have letters from the Norwegian ambassador telling me that they don't care about my son's rights or my rights, that they only care about my ex-husband's rights because he's a real Norwegian. Georgina Dove, yes, a lot of people are very surprised. But you can talk, if you talk to them, immigrant community or people like me, that you will hear a different story. No, that's Norway. I don't advise anybody who is not blonde or blue eye or green eye to come to Norway. Don't come to Norway if it's for that, because Norway is not diverse at all. I mean, racism is rampant. And I remember one of the ambassadors said to me, one of the Norwegian ambassadors, because you all know that I worked at in diplomacy and stuff like that. But I remember one of the Norwegian ambassadors calling me and said, because I'm Canadian, so she didn't think that my Nicaraguan part mattered. So she said to me, you know why? This is the Norwegian ambassador telling me, do you know why we donate so much money abroad? Because we don't want the likes of those people. She didn't know that I was also Nicaraguan. You know what I mean? She would go, we don't like we don't want the likes of those people. She meant brown people coming to Norway. I've had the Norwegian ambassador refer to my son as a half breed. Um, when I was fighting for my son's rights. He told me that my son, and I would say, but I understand you not defending my rights because I'm not a real Norwegian. And by that, no, I am Canadian, but I was in Norway at the time because I was married to a Norwegian. You know what I mean? So, and I went to the Canadian embassy and they told me that they couldn't do anything because we were in Norway, and that they felt really bad that if things really got bad for me, especially after I was beaten up or whatever. They couldn't do anything. So, but I don't want to talk about that. I can leave Norway and at the end of January. I was supposed to leave Norway in September, but they postponed the trial to January. So I have to wait until the trial is done in January for me to leave. But I can't wait. I hate it here. I'm not going to lie. The country has beautiful scenery. You've seen my walks, but it's incredibly racist. It is an incredibly racist country. And they're very proud. When you're in Norway, they're very proud of being racist. And they will tell you, if you don't like it, get the F out of here. And I understand. Fair enough. Fair enough. Exactly. Let me see. You summarized it well. Carol Donaldson. I am a Latino Nicaraguan living in Norway, and I'm a Canadian citizen. Yes, of course, because my father was Canadian. I lived in Canada for many years. I studied in Canada. I graduated from university in Canada. Then I went back to Nicaragua because my dad actually retired to Nicaragua with my mom. So yes. So anyways, let's go back to Meghan Markle. So no, when you guys ask me about Norway is a country that the scenery does not deserve the racism of the people here. It's a beautiful country. Beautiful. It's stunning. When you go, the viewings are stunning, and some people are not racist at all, And they tell me, yeah, we know. They they look at you and they go, yeah, we know. And I'm like, why don't you say something? And they go, well, it's best you leave. That's what they say. So yes, that's Norway. So I don't know, but I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about, yes, you're Puerto Rico. And I gotta tell you something, guys. When I lived in London, I lived in the poshest area. I lived in Richmond. Camilla's sister lived across from because Camilla's sister lives almost right in front of the park. Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall's sister, lives in front of a park. There's a park right in Richmond. And she lives there. There's actually a nice pub right around there at the end of the street. So you know that I know this area very well because I live there. And the Rolling Stones, they lived in Richmond Hill by Richmond Park. You go up the hill in this Richmond Park right there, right? And my hairstylist, Rachel, she's yeah, unfortunately her name is Rachel, but she's beautiful. And she takes care of my hair beautifully. But Camilla's sister, the Duchess of Cornwall's sister, lived across from where I live, because all I had to do is walk across the park, and her mansion, it was there. Her home was there. So it was a very, very privileged area, very white. As anybody who is in the UK and London, they know that Richmond is a very, very posh area, very white. And my son and I never suffer racism. I was predisposed thinking that I would suffer racism. Time of my life, time of my life, guys. My son and I had our time. He went to Orleans Infant School. Anybody from London and in the area, Richmond schools, you know that Orleans Infant School is a really good school. My son got accepted in no time, even though there was a long waiting period, you know. I cannot tell you. I love London. London is the UK is beautiful. So I don't, you know, Megan talking that shit that England is racist. She's full of shit. The United Kingdom, there's racist people anywhere you go. There can be idiots anywhere you go. Stupid people are everywhere. But to say that a whole nation is racist, that is absolute. And I swear, I apologize. I'm gonna swear. That is utter bullshit. The United Kingdom is not racist. Prince William was right when he says, and I don't know about his family, but when he said that we're not racist. And look at me. You know, yes, I do have white skin, but I look like I look like an Eastern European, or I don't know, you know, but they were not racist. And my son is brown skin, you know, thank God he didn't look like his father in the skin color. He looked like his father in his face, but not in the skin color. Because, you know, Alf has blonde eyebrows, blonde hair, you know, white skin, typical Norwegian. And I remember when I was pregnant with Henrik, they would tell me, we had bets going because they thought that Henrik was going to look like Gasper the Friendly Ghost. You know what I mean? Because they all thought that you know, Alf's genes were going to be predominant, right? And thankfully they were not. So yes. So anyways, I don't want to talk about me anymore. Let's go back to Meghan Markle. So please, please, you all lovely people, go to the Queen's, Prince Charles, and the Duke of Cambridge's Instagram and Twitter accounts and say, please remove them from the website. Please issue a letters patent that states that Harry can only use all royal titles for official royal engagements. And for anything else, he can go by his maiden name, which is not maiden name, by his name, Henry Mountbatten Windsor. And it's game over. I don't understand. Didn't Meghan Markle go to Gloria Steinem saying, we're linked, not ranked? And yet Oprah Winfrey cannot stop herself from saying, the Duchess, the news in the United States, the Duchess, enough of the Duchess. She's not a Duchess. But those are just my thoughts and opinions. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go because I've been on this for about more than an hour, more than I intended to be. I don't want to bother you or worry you. Thank you so much for all your donations. Why are you living in Norway by yourself? That's a shame on your birthday. I know. I am here because I have to be. I'm waiting for something. We have to go to trial and they postponed it from September. I was going to leave in October. I don't want to talk about me. Let's talk about Meghan. So Sandra Johnston, and by the way, I have to announce, guys, you might see my life turned into a movie. I signed a deal with a very well-known U.S. production company because they want to turn my life into a movie. This is why I can't give you more details, really. And it's not that I don't want to tell you, but it's just that I'm obliged not to say it, you know? So thank you guys for joining me on my birthday. You kick ass. I wish you were all here drinking champagne with me, getting drunk, dancing out probably in the streets. Norway, they don't do that. Yes, there will be a movie about me. I wish I could tell you who's playing me. Oh my God, I would give anything if I could tell you who's playing me because it's a really well-known actress. I mean, this actress has won an Oscar, actually. That's all I can tell you. But yes, there's a movie being made about me by this actress, her production company. So anyways, thank you for your donation, guys. Everything goes to my school and my clinic. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. I feel less lonely. I really do feel less lonely. Thank you so much, especially now that I'm missing my son. And thank you for joining me. and have a great day. And I'll do another video some other time. But also go to the Truly app, please, for crying out loud. Sign up to the Truly app because I'll be able to give you 20-second answers. And it's a free app. You know what I mean? So please join it because I'm concerned that we're going to be censored. Did you see that Yankee Wally was censored? Oh, that Bozy guy, you know? So let's show support to Yankee Wally. Oh, I'm so angry about that. I'm so, can you imagine? And this Bozy guy is actually bragging that he censored Yankee Wally. He's bragging about censoring free speech. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. So anyways, thank you very much. No, we don't have to pray for Yankee Wally. Yankee Wally kicks ass no matter what, you know, so she will kick ass no matter what. But so yeah, thank you very much, guys. You're amazing. And oh, from Hawaii. Wow. Thank you. I love Hawaii. I would never, I haven't been to Hawaii. I love, there's Australia. I gotta tell you, Australia's on my bucket list. So yeah, Australia's on my bucket list. But yes, please go to the royal family, Duke of Windsor, Duke of Cambridge, and Clarence House, and post them and ask him to please remove Harry from the royal website. No, I don't have a Twitter account. I could have it, but I don't know if I want to go back to it because it's just too bloody nasty in that place, you know. And I'm waiting for Donald Trump's truth thing to come out. No, I'm not a Trump follower. I am an independent, but I just don't like the way the Democrats are right now. So, no, Lucky Osborne Messi. Oh, I just have to say this. I'm so crying over Portugal. I hope that they can score in the playoffs. Cristiano said that they're gonna score, so I hope they make it to the World Cup. Oh my God, Cristiano. He's such a gorgeous guy. But anyway, yeah, Harry saying misinformation that he should shut the hell up, really. But anyways, thank you very guys. And Nancy Donahue, thank you for being a member, Nancy. Thank you for being a member. If you guys can join my membership too, guys, you know, it should be fun if you can join it. I would really appreciate that because I'm getting all that. I'm pimping myself for my charity. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but what do you mean? I just thank you for taking the time to listen to the family of veterans in Los Angeles, California. Just before we all leave, I think that veterans deserve our respect. Absolutely. Please go to Trevor Cole, show your support. This man has been blown up. I mean, he's alive, he's seen people die. And all of our veterans have put their lives on the line to make sure that our lives are safe. Nothing but respect to our Marines, all of our military, anywhere in the world, who are sacrificing themselves so we can be happy. I'm absolutely, you can tell that I'm absolutely patriotic on that. So all of our veterans deserve respect, absolute respect, love, support. You know, instead of housing a refugee from Afghanistan, house a veteran. You know what I mean? So thank you so very much. And please go to the Royal Family's website. Support our veterans. Respect them because they have earned our respect by sacrificing their lives. So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for having joined me, guys. And thank you for making my birthday feel less lonely. Thank you so very much. You have a good day, guys.